Although we may claim to be all right, this is untrue. We are nearing the end of the Eras tour. With her record-breaking concert, Taylor Swift has performed in 51 cities across 5 continents. Dancing outside of open-roof stadiums, donning extravagant costumes, and tuning into blurry live broadcasts, fans have bravely fought the Great War to secure seats. 3 performances in Vancouver, or Swiftcover, Canada, are currently marking the show's conclusion. Get caught up on everything that transpired at the concert on Friday night before everyone is left wondering, how did it end? Vancouver, I love you so very much, Swift remarked as she introduced her last song. I could not have asked for a better last Friday night of the tour than this one with you. Will you play us another song? Swift concluded the first night at BC Place Stadium with her dancers, skipping back to retrieve her magenta Karma jacket. Despite having performed Karma is the Guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me 16 times previously, including 14 times with Travis Kelce in the audience, she did not perform it on Friday. Swift is entering the phase known as midnight, which you've already encountered if you live in the Central or Eastern time zones. The climax of 7 songs is this era. In the song Midnight Rain, Swift sang the phrase, "And he never thinks of me except when I'm on TV," and used 2 fingers to indicate the last 2 performances of the tour. She has been performing the one-handed countdown ever since the gigs in Toronto. Swift said that her favorite song from the set list to play is Vigilante S, a sultry, edgy piece in which she and her dancers do a seductive chair-assisted dance. Prior to beginning her acoustic performance, Swift said, "It's the one part of the show that makes her kind of nervous because it's different each night." Haunted from Speak Now, Taylor's version, was her first guitar song. Before incorporating Wonderland from 1989, Taylor's version, she stated, "I have to sing this next song at some point in Canada." In the song's chorus, the word which can indicate many different things in Canada, is repeated. Swift then went to the piano and sang The Best Day from Fearless, Taylor's version, and Never Grow Up from Speak Now, Taylor's version. They're both lovely songs about childhood. The song Tortured Poets Department, which begins the acoustic set at the 25-minute mark, was added by Swift halfway through the tour. The singer will journey through a religious institution, high school, a haunted house, an alien abduction, an asylum, a battlefield, and a musical theater while wearing her I Love You, It's Ruining My Life white outfit, which was designed by Vivienne Westwood. The singer acknowledged in Who's Afraid of Little Old Me that a crew member is concealed inside a rover known online as a Tumba. Swift claimed that she spent roughly 8 months planning the new set and privately practicing with her crew before making its Paris debut. Swift, wearing an orange bottom and a yellow top, lit up her 1989 era stage like a line from Out of the Woods. The rest of the world and her dancers were dressed in black and white, but the diva was dressed in vibrant colors. Swift has arrived at the final destination, the Fairy Tale Cottage. After Reputation, her Ethan Tubman-designed cabin, draped with moss, is rolled out from backstage. It kind of feels not that out of place in Vancouver, don't you think? Swift spoke in front of Betty wearing a berry outfit. You guys have your share of woods and mystical forests, and that's all part of the imaginary world of folklore. Fans have made it a tradition to applaud Swift as she hits the last key on Champagne Problems, and Swifties are attempting to spread the news by singing Happy Birthday to her on Sunday. Her 35th birthday is 5 days away from standing ovation. Even while the majority of the boisterous roars run between 1 and 3 minutes, the longest on record is still from the final night in Los Angeles on August 9th, 2023, when the audience cheered for 8 minutes. I'm just feeling so overjoyed that we decided to spend our last couple of shows in Vancouver, Swift exclaimed as she thanked the audience. You are very amazing. I adore you very lot. Oh, smiling hurts my face. I am grateful for that moment. That's the greatest. It will be around 1 hour and 40 minutes before the surprise is revealed, in case you were wondering. Swift has the remainder of Folklore, Evermore, and Reputation, the Star 1989 star set, and the Tortured Poets Department remaining. Around 10:35 p.m. Pacific Time, or 1:35 a.m. Eastern Time, the acoustic concert is scheduled to take place. Swift transports us to the snake-infested world of Reputation after a brief 5-minute excursion into the country of Speak Now to Hear Enchanted. Fans believe she will announce the re-recorded album at one of the gigs this weekend, as they are eagerly awaiting its announcement. The singer performed at the first 131 performances of the year's tour in a black and red catsuit. She started off wearing a black and gold suit in Miami to change things up. For the third-to-last 22 hat recipient, we are in the RR era. This seems like the ideal evening to celebrate. The fan is selected during Love Story when Swift's crew selects the fortunate individual from the audience and takes them to the runway. This is not Taylor's version, was the t-shirt the singer wore as she bounced down the stage to a lucky female dancing at the end, wearing a similar 22 shirt that said a lot going on at the moment. Swift put her fedora on the fan's head, hugged her tightly, and took a friendship bracelet. Every one of the 22 hat winners is listed here. Cameron Saunders, a dancer, speaks after "We are never getting back together." When Swift says, this is exhausting, like we are never getting back together, he is jumbling up his phrases in the bridge. On Vancouver's first night, however, he went back to the first line, like ever. Does that have to do with all the movie crews? The whole list of sayings is provided here. Swift asked the audience if they had 10 minutes to spare. She gave some thought to the Eras tour and its significance to her. "This has felt different in every single way," she commented. "It's felt like an escape to a planet where nothing but joy and passion and togetherness and camaraderie exists." After that, she performed All Too Well, 10-minute version, her Heartache song. She has performed this song 147 times in front of sold-out audiences. By the way, it is 25 hours. Are Swift and a 2-person camera team following her on stage when she performs Cruel Summer? Indeed, it is. Fans last witnessed a crew performing during the main acts when she recorded the first Eras tour video, which was distributed to AMC theaters in the Los Angeles area. Are you prepared to relive your high school years with Taylor Swift? Prepare those hand hearts. The fearless era is upon us. The singer showed up in the glittering black and silver dress. Swift claimed that her brother Austin and parents Scott and Andrea had dazzlingly decorated her guitar. While Swift sings, he knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring. There is a 13 on the side, a unique tradition during the Love Story number since fans all over the world have proposed during the bridge. "To have the honor of saying these words to you, Vancouver, means the world to me," Swift exclaimed during her welcome address during the Lover era. The Eras tour welcomes you. After raising her hands in the air, she went back to the microphone to reaffirm, "This is the end of the road for the bedazzled show." She joked, "This is a little-known fact not many people know," saying, "There hasn't been much discussion about it, but let me tell you something you probably don't already know. Vancouver will be our final stop on the Eras tour. Did you know that?" Subsequently, she intensified her breathing. So any Swifties wondering or hoping for another show post-Vancouver, it seems implausible. We've been exploring a lot of different customs. The tour has included a lot of Friday nights. However, this will be our final Friday night performance on the Eras tour, and we want to make the most of it, she stated. In Vancouver, how about you? The moment has long arrived. Officially, Swift is performing on the first night of the Eras tour in Vancouver. The singer is dazzling in her Versace sparkly bodysuit, which is blue and gold. "I chose to design the longest, most ambitious show I'd ever tried," Swift wrote in her official concert book, which was published on Black Friday. "When I left that show, I wanted every fan to know that I had given it my all. I committed to becoming more psychologically and physically resilient than I had ever been. So, it looks like a pretty good Friday night to be in Vancouver, huh?" Swift remarked right after wrapping up her rendition of Cruel Summer as she circled the 60,000-strong audience.